I'm Iyare and this is Direct Edition. It's Halloween weekend here and we've got a selection of the finest comic books that were released this week. So sit back, relax and enjoy! Blackest Night #4 hits the stands this week. We're at the halfway point in DC's massive universe-spanning crossover. And Jeff Johns is still doing great work on the script and the plot for this book. It bounces around the DC universe at a fair old pace, and there are so many different characters that this book takes in, but at no point is it so confusing that you just aren't following what goes on, even when you don't recognize some of the more obscure characters from the DC universe. The art from Ivan Rice on this one is absolutely beautiful, making this one of the best crossover events of the year. Blackest Night, issue #4, out now. There's more Blackest Night action as issue #47 of the Green Lantern hits the stands. Hal Jordan Sinestro inching closer to finding a way of taking on the Black Lanterns. The new Avengers issue #58 is out this week. I'm a particular fan of Luke Cage, and Luke Cage is in trouble up to his eyes in this particular book. The Ultimate Avengers issue #3 is out this week. Worth picking up simply for Nerd Hulk. You got to check it out. Wolverine Weapon X sees the start of a new story arc, with Wolverine finding himself in a very confused state indeed. The Justice Society of America sees all of the Justice Society with prices on their head as they're besieged by an unknown enemy. And Secret Warriors issue #9 hits the stands this week. This series has been excellent, and this is no different as Nick Fury's new Howling Commandos go head to head with Norman Osborn's hammer. Writer-artist Tony Daniel returns to Batman for this issue #692, and as you'd expect, this is a great looking book, but also what Tony Daniel's managed to achieve here is striking a great balance between giving us a classic feeling Batman story, and also there are a couple of nice nods to the fact that Dick is still coming to terms with the mantle of the Bat. Really enjoying Batman at the moment. This is a great point to jump on if you haven't been following it recently, as this is the beginning of a new story arc. It's out now. Batman issue #692. If, like me, you enjoy books that flesh out the reality of Gotham City, then you may well want to pick this up. Arkham Reborn issue #1, which sees the Arkham Asylum being revamped and reopened to house all of Gotham's many psychopathic criminals. But Arkham isn't a lucky institution, and already there are machinations in the background that are probably going to mean that before it opens properly, Arkham will be on its way to closing again. I really enjoy these sorts of stories that give you a little bit more flesh on the bones of Gotham City, and this one was great fun to read. You can check it out this week. Arkham Reborn issue #1.
Bring the ride! I make a meal for my friends, try to make it delicious, try to keep it nutritious, create wonderful dishes. Not one of them thinks about the way I feel. Nobody compliments the meal. I got hurt feelings, I got hurt feelings. I feel like a prize asshole, no one even mentions my casserole. I got hurt feelings, I got hurt feelings. You could have said something nice about my professor roles. Here's a little story to bring a tear to your eye. I was shopping for a race.
Issue #137 of The Incredible Hercules hits the stands this week, and though it might be a little bit of a disappointment for massive Hercules fans, as in Hercules himself doesn't appear too much in this book, what you do get is a really nice focus on Amadeus Cho, his brainy, youthful sidekick, who in this issue confronts the man who killed his parents, and that plays out in a very nice way as well. And there's also a surprising little cameo before the end of this book, and well worth checking out. Enjoyed it. Issue #137 of The Incredible Hercules is out right now. Batwoman in Detective Comics issue #858 is out this week. As ever, this is one of the most beautiful books you'll see all month. Ultimate Armor Wars is out. I love Warren Ellis. I'd probably pay to read his shopping list. Issue number 16 of Hulk hits the stands this week, and we find out a little bit more about this mysterious new Red She-Hulk. War Machine is out. This is issue number 10, and Rhodey goes head to head with Norman Osborn's Iron Patriot. Issue number 693 of Superman is out. Not much Superman, but Mon-El is in really big trouble. And The Marvelous Fantastic Four is out again. This is issue number 572, and Reed Richards seems to rediscover the value of his family and friends. First issue of the Dark Avengers Ares miniseries is out this week. Great writing from our very own Kieran Gillen, who weighs in with some very snappy dialogue, and awesome art from Manuel Garcia on this book as well, which tells the story of Ares training up his very own squadron of hammer soldiers. He proves to be as insane a drill sergeant as you would expect the God of War to be. This looks like it's going to be a real fun mini series. I'm going to follow it all the way to the end, and if you keep an eye on our channel, you may well see the interview that Kieran Gillen gave us talking about this particular series, amongst other things, in our MCM Expo coverage, which we expect to have out real soon. For now though, check this out: Dark Avengers Ares issue number 1 on your stands this week. That's all we've got time for this week on Direct Edition. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you join us next week for another selection of the finest comics around. But in the meantime, keep supporting the people that allow us to bring you this show each week. And don't forget, if you're feeling the show, let somebody know. Keep rating us, keep sending us your comments and your questions, and don't have nightmares.